What happens when ancient spells collide with gourmet passion? In a kitchen where magic is stirred into every spice and the air crackles with culinary rivalry, two masterful chefs face off, not just for victory, but for the soul of enchanted cuisine itself. The rules? None. The stakes? Beyond flavor. The battle begins now. The grand magical kitchen stands in silence, lit by a warm, cinematic glow that reflects off rows of polished copper pans and glowing enchanted ladles floating midair. The stone floor hums beneath the feet as ancient runes pulse faintly in gold, carved into every tile and cabinet. Thousands of magical ingredients drift softly above in slow motion, chopped herbs that shimmer, glass jars filled with glowing powders, and steam rising gently from invisible boiling cauldrons. In the center of this mystical environment, two chefs take their positions. Their expressions burn with purpose and silent challenge. Around them, utensils twitch as if sensing the tension. A gust of magical wind circles the room, lifting recipe scrolls into a slow spin. The cooktops ignite themselves, no firewood, only hovering embers powered by arcane energy. The atmosphere is electric, and every corner of the kitchen seems alive, awaiting the first move. Above, floating lanterns shift color in rhythm with the pulsing walls, casting shifting shadows that twist and flicker. Hovering spice racks adjust themselves, and a floating bell chimes without touch, signaling the start. This isn't just a kitchen. It's a living spellbook of culinary history, awakened for an epic confrontation. One chef extends a hand with confidence, channeling magical energy into a sizzling vortex above a levitating skillet. A roaring arcane flame erupts, painting the room in hues of orange and blue. With a flick of their wrist, herbs spin into the air. Basil leaves, glowing ginger roots, crimson peppers, all spiraling like constellations. Each one drops into the skillet with perfect timing, releasing waves of aroma that seem to glow in the air. The flame dances, responding to the chef's every gesture. A trail of golden oil hovers, then weaves itself into a spiral above the heat before bursting into controlled sparks. Magical steam rises, forming ghostly animal shapes before fatting. Floating spoons stir themselves in rhythm, and the chef's eyes glint with fierce concentration. In the background, shelves shift, revealing glowing bottles labeled in ancient script. One pops open, and a drop of essence, pure flavor condensed into light, drips into the mix. A soft shockwave expands from the pan, pushing air and particles outward in cinematic slow motion. Time slows, the world narrows, and everything focuses on the swirling masterpiece taking shape above the fire. Opposite the flame, the second chef steps forward into swirling mist and conjures a gleaming wand from a hidden pocket of air. With a single sweep, the kitchen changes. The temperature cools, sugar crystals rain gently from above, and the walls illuminate with sweet pastel light. A whirlwind of whipped cream bursts to life, spinning like a miniature galaxy around a levitating dessert tray. Golden caramel threads twist into glowing ropes midair, wrapping into spirals and forming sculptures of dancing animals. Enchanted pastry creatures, tiny dough birds and marshmallow mice, leap joyfully across the counters, helping prepare layers of the dessert with fluttering wings and glowing paws. Every motion is graceful and deliberate. Fruit slices float from nowhere, aligning in precise rows. A spoon of enchanted honey bends gravity and pours upward in liquid threads of gold. Chocolate curls levitate, spiraling with sparks. The chef's focus never breaks. Every flick of the wand is a note in a symphony of sweets, and the air is filled with sparkling dust and joyful magic. The battle has turned into a dreamlike ballet of sugar and light. Suddenly, the ground trembles softly, and a platform at the center of the kitchen begins to glow. Both chefs step forward, tools in hand. It is time for the final round, the creation of a singular enchanted dish that will define the outcome. A colossal cake mold rises from the floor, shining with ancient symbols and layered enchantments. One side begins to glow red-hot as spiced batter pours from a suspended jug, floating and forming perfect circles. The other side glows icy blue as frozen fruit slices slice themselves midair and nestle into the forming layers. The kitchen itself joins the effort. Bowls spin, butter churns itself, flour rises in soft clouds. Magical knives dart through the air, slicing, dicing, carving in synchrony. A beam of starlight shines from the ceiling, focusing directly on the cake's peak. As the final decoration is placed, a glowing sigil made of crystallized essence, the cake rises, floating, expanding layer by layer with shimmering elegance. Then silence. The kitchen pauses. The masterpiece floats between the chefs, radiating perfection and story. It's not just food. It's history, soul, memory, all baked into one enchanted structure. With a whisper of ancient magic, the kitchen transforms. The walls slide apart, revealing an ethereal dining hall lit with floating candles, enchanted vines, and walls that shimmer like moonlit water. The final dishes levitate onto golden plates, and gentle music, played by floating instruments, fills the room. Both chefs stand, side by side, bathed in golden light. They glance at their creations, then at each other. No words are spoken, but the emotion is clear: respect, humility, and shared mastery. Floating utensils set themselves, and invisible guests, perhaps spirits of past chefs or echoes of memory, appear as warm glows in empty chairs. As the final dish is tasted by invisible magic, the room bursts into soft applause, golden sparks raining gently, filling the hall with warmth. The duel is over, but its magic lingers. In a kitchen where ingredients obey spells and flavor tells stories, the greatest recipe isn't about victory. It's about the magic of creation itself. So if you stepped into this enchanted kitchen, what would you cook?